So we talk about having a solid landing page. So here's an example of a landing page that we use on the Apple Tree Learning Centers. We've had good success with this particular landing page. So when we look at it, we see here free registration. So let's see if I can go back here easily enough. So you'll see here on the left-hand side, this is ask about free registration. So we make a big deal about free registration on that particular ad, both in mobile and desktop. We also clearly define the location here very quickly, because we know in childcare, most people are only willing to drive about 5 miles unless you have something that's really exceptional. You have like a Montessori school, the distance is more like 10 miles, for example. Your other preschools and academies, if you have dual language immersion type programs, a lot of times that'll get them to drive more than 4 or 5 miles. But they won't get them to typically drive 15 or 20 miles out of their way unless you're the only school that has the program that they're looking for. So we go into it, we talk about, the fact that their child deserves the best after school care in this particular one that I did, and the parent deserves free registration. And then go into, like I talked about, why trust us, and why have the phone number, and continuing in the why trust us. So this is a landing page. In this particular case, we experimented back and forth, and we got better response once we put the nav bar in. Typically, the nav bar is not there. So how to accelerate your calls and tours via paid search for preschools and childcare centers. First of all, make sure you have conversion tracking. Your campaign needs to be broken into small ad groups and targeted for the various services that you provide, so that your text ads match what the person typed. Make sure you have a strong understanding of the keyword match types, and don't forget about negative keywords. You need to write compelling text ads that resonates with what the customer's typing, and you want to entice them to click. You want to leverage those ad extensions to make your ad stand out and give them additional reasons to click on your ad. And you have them land on a solid, well thought out page on your site that's built to convert. So the thing you want to avoid is taking them to your home page. And oftentimes we see our competition doing just that. They just take everything to the home page, and their click-through rate and their web form fill-outs will be dramatically lower. Because when I'm typing in, I need a preschool in Denver or in North Denver or East Denver, I'm working to solve a problem. And I don't necessarily want to read all the different components of the website. I want to see if you have preschool, because I'm just simply I'm one of those people that as soon as I know you have it, I'm going to call and I'm going to ask the questions. I don't want to read the website. That's Jeff during the day. Jeff at night, I want to have a form. I want to be able to fill it out. I want you to call me back the next day during a time frame that I've indicated, because I'm a night owl, and when I'm trying to solve some of my personal problems, the best time of day is to fill out a form and get it sent in to me. So again, what I talked about, each one of these is an ad group. Every one of these ad groups has a variety of keywords inside of it, and then the ads line up with the ad group that we're trying to promote. You've got a great landing page, and then you're tracking your conversions. So again, here we're looking at Tucson in this particular case. And like I said, this couple that run this center typically close about 1 out of 5. So we know in this 15, we should get them 3 new enrollments in this particular month. So we know that this ad spend is paying for itself every single month. And again, here we see daycare, daycares, daycare. So if you add all those up, out of all these different 105 clicks, that's well over 50% use the word childcare, or I'm sorry, daycare. Preschool only gets 19, so about 20%. So You want to know that, and you want to manage your ad budget accordingly. So you may set a bigger ad budget for daycare and a smaller ad budget for preschool or childcare, whatever the case may be. And if you're working with somebody, they should know this and they should be working on this with you.